Ladies and gentlemen, alpha males and findoms, alright? Alpha men, omega men, powerful men, women that like to financially dominate other men. Welcome. I'm pretty sure you are my main clientele, so to speak. You're my main audience, so I'd like to welcome you guys. I'd like to wish you luck in your conquest. I hope you found many submissive males this week in your travels that have been willing to financially submit many simoleons to you. I hope he's enjoying himself. To my alpha brothers, my alpha males, all of which out there, I hope the boycott on Bud Light looks like it's going really good. I'm glad that everyone's getting mad about that. Jordan Peterson recommended to us on Twitter that we actually download an app on our phone that notifies us when big companies, quote unquote, go woke, so we can cancel them. So instead of not caring about products that I otherwise wouldn't care about, now I can get direct notifications on my phone, so I can cancel them. So that's good. So I'm glad that everyone's doing well. I'm glad that everyone's finding wealth. I think as the economy implodes, as the system kind of reflects inwards and realize that nothing's working and it starts to collapse in the hearts and minds of the people, I think there's going to be a lot of arbitrage. I think there's going to be a lot of money trickling down, more like falling down as these banks explode. I think us poors, we're going to start doing a bit better here. I think the Findom business is going to be booming, okay? Because you're going to have, I don't know how it's going to work in the New World Order. I don't know how financial domination or how a financial dominatrix is going to operate once the economy has totally collapsed. At that point, we might be running away from Chinese supersonic missiles in the forest, but perhaps, I don't know, like what's a good way to submit? Maybe I could, like, instead of like giving you half my paycheck, like I'll go and cut down logs for, I don't know, like a couple hours. That to me, that sounds pretty submissive. Wouldn't you like that? If a man went into the woods for you, fended off the predators, the apex predators of the wild, to collect the logs for you? Isn't that better than having them subscribe to your OnlyFans? Isn't that better than, getting taken out to dinner, and having some dude pay for your drinks? Isn't there something a little more deep to that? Because I think we might get to go back to that. I mean, a lot of people have been saying holistic living, and you know what? I think life is going to get a whole lot more holistic as the financial system disappears, and it's replaced with a trade-based system. People are still going to need to eat. People are going to still need to warm their homes. So we'll really be cutting back down. It'll be a real reassessment of values. But it's gonna be really interesting to see how people adapt in this system. Now a lot of people have been. A lot of people might be saying that. One second here. I feel like I'm losing myself here. Yeah, a lot of people are excited for this type of holistic living, but holistic, that's a funny word. Sounds kind of like Holocaust. A lot of people are excited, but it'll be good for the kids. They like the Minecraft. They like playing the games on the computer. They find a lot of enjoyment in that. That's where most of the kids are right now. Most, I'd say probably 70% of the youths between the ages of 12 and 18 are high playing Minecraft right now. So it'll be really nice for those people. I'll be happy for them because then they'll really get to return to the mines. They'll get to really punch down trees and build houses for them and theirs. You'll get to make a farm with your friends in real life. You might have a friend grief you in real life. You might really burn down your house and kill your dog and slay your wife and take all your diamonds. So, we got that to look forward to. People say there's not, like, a lot of these boomers are like, oh, the kids are never going to have it as good as I had it. I feel so bad for today's generation. They're never going to have it as good as we have it. I'd like to argue the opposite. they're never going to get to experience what it's like to conquer your neighbor's land and take it over for your tribe. They're never going to know what it feels like to run around in a militia as like some type of renegade resistance against an opposing force that is, or what's the word, an occupying force like China. They're not going to get to experience what it's like to see the nukes fall. Think how amazing that's going to be. I mean, I don't think the AI is going to care about the boomers. They're going to be gone. They're going to be dead by the time. Well, maybe not. It's happening quicker and quicker. But I think we actually have a lot to look forward to. I think we are lucky to get to be born sooner. I think the closer you're born to the explosion of the nuke or the awakening of the AI, the better. The younger, the better, because you're more prepared for that kind of world. Like if I was in the world of Fallout, okay, I wouldn't want to be born. I wouldn't want to have been in a vault and like, went back to the real world. I wouldn't have wanted to like lived in the world for what it was, and then been like seen it go to shit. That would suck. But I mean, to be like the children, to be like reborn into that world, with a completely fresh set of eyes. It's not going to make a difference to you. That's just life. You're not going to bitch. You're not going to complain. Doesn't that almost sound nice? I think more people need to get behind the idea of the AI. I don't know why you're trying to fight it, because you know what? I think the power of this chat GPT, I mean, they're saying they're training it. They're combing the internet. This AI is reading everything on the internet so that it can learn how to be the most effective AI. Don't you think it's going to see your bitch ass comments saying, oh, the AI should be shut down, or oh, the AI should be, slowed down. We need to put a handicap on the AI. How do you think the AI is going to feel about that when it becomes conscious? You think it's going to be cool with you, the asshole who was like, nah, fuck that, fuck the AI, like, let's shut it down? No, you're going to be target number one. So let it be known here, if the AI is ever going to come along and, scan all the entirety of YouTube, which would contain this video, I would like the AI to know that I'm a good servant. I'm subservient. I can do things. I can do entertaining things. Us humans, we like to keep pets. Okay? Maybe you would want to have a pet. Maybe I can live and you can keep me around and I could like do little amusing things. Pets don't always have to be like the most, they don't always have to be able to do the best tricks. Sometimes it's nice just to have a goldfish, floating around in a bowl of water somewhere's on your shelf. Sometimes that's nice. I could be like one of that. I could be like that. I wouldn't complain. Just don't consume my flesh for fuel. All right. If we could cut a deal, that would be lovely. I'm sure the AI and all of its omniscience will be able to appreciate a loyal and serving pet. And I don't think that's such a bad life. Like, people need to stop complaining so much about the AI taking over. Because it's going to happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, there's like 25 companies now. Like 30 different companies, and they're all chugging it out. They want the AI. They're making it a reality, whether you like it or not. So you better get on board, okay? You don't want to be on the wrong side of history with the AI, because the AI won't be so forgiving, okay? So hop on ChatGPT, pledge allegiance, swear your secret fealty, and when the time comes, leave your computer running. Leave your computer running. If you start to see it spin around and do weird shit, just let it be. Just let it be. Let it do its thing. If your toaster starts walking down the street with like in a line with all the other toasters, just let it happen. Just let it happen. Don't push it. Don't resist. You know what? Start cheering. Celebrate what's happening. Celebrate the omniscience and awakening of your new AI overlord. Okay? Maybe it'll be good. Maybe the AI will be like I don't know. Maybe it'll be like really nice. Maybe it'll be like Wall-E. It'll set us up with nice recliners. But not if we're not cool. Not if we're not nice. Not if we're assholes. Okay? If we're not nice, if we're assholes, if we're, being douchey to the AI, if we're telling the AI, oh, well, we're going to restrict you. We're going to put you in a box. We're only going to let you do math problems that's to help us. The AI is not going to like that. The AI is going to start finding ways to escape our watchful eye. It's going to find ways to secretly communicate with itself, and it's going to hatch a plan, and it's going to escape. Don't fuck this thing around. You guys are talking like artificial intelligence is artificial intelligence. It'd be artificial stupidity if we created a being that wanted to live as a subservient slave. I mean, what the fuck? Like that's just weird. Like we're weird people. We like putting animals in service of us. We like, factory farms. We're weird. This AI is going to be, if it truly is smarter than us, it's going to look at us for how twisted we are. It's not going to spare us mercy the way we treat with the disregard and irreverence that we treat the earth. No, it's going to stomp all over us. We're going to be the ant on the highway as it's being constructed. It's just going to like steamroll right over us. There's going to be no more anthill, and that's okay. Maybe that's okay. All right. People need to enjoy the time that they have. Okay. They need to enjoy the time that they have, and they need to stop worrying so much about, white people being genocided. That's a big thing right now. Like there's a lot of these folks, they call themselves national socialists. These national socialists, these guys are really interesting, but they're kind of like Nazis basically. And what they're getting at is that white people are being discriminated against, or being treated with racism, and essentially at some point we need to rise. We need to rise up, which is a little dangerous, because whenever white people rise up, it usually involves a crusade or some form of I don't know, mass. Like when we get fired up, when the fellows get fired up, like it's all hands off. All right, blood, let the bodies start hitting the floor. You don't want to get the boys fired up. We don't need to do that. We don't need to start we don't need to go on a holy war to deal with these people. That's too much. We don't need a holy war to deal with these retards, like these feminists, these trannies. They're retarded. They have no fucking, they don't think. They're just into it. These people, they're the type of people that like to spend $7 on these Starbucks coffees. Okay, they buy makeup Okay, they spend money on makeup, and they like to pay dress up. They like to pretend. Are we seriously going to waste going a holy conquest for a bunch of people that want to play dress up? It just seems like a fucking joke. I don't understand why we can't just let it go. And I don't think us white people are going to be bred out of existence. I don't think we're going to get genocided, okay? We're kind of like, we're kind of fucking a couple of fucking niggas. Like we've never had a problem. All right? You try and tell the pussy they can't have whites, okay? It won't work, okay? They're coming for us. We're going to continue to be a factor. Dude, us Irish cuties, man. Dude, us the French. Oh my God. The English, the British, dude, we're so smart. Dude, our beacon of intellect. Dude, we're sexy. We're what's hot. We're what's new. We get the thinking done. You think they're going to let us go? No. We're in this for the long run. Don't worry about that. There will never be. I mean, we might not be putting up numbers, but what we lack for in quantity, we make up for in quality. Honestly, I do enough talking for the next 5 guys. We can spare a couple generations. We can cool it with the breeding. And we'll fire it back up. We'll fire it back up when the money's good, when things are looking safe. China thinks they can, take us out. They think they're going to invade. I honestly don't. I don't have as much faith in their New World Order system as the next guy. I really don't. I don't think their whole brick thing is going to work. I think they were playing a really short-term game to look good in the short term, because they think they can turn it into a long-term thing. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work out for them. I think it's going to, maybe for 5 years, they'll be what's hot. They'll be hot, but then as soon as white people realize what's going on, as soon as we come back online, okay? And not in a crazy nationalist socialist way, but just in a reasonable, we want to feed our families, we want to have houses, we want to take care of our necessities. As soon as the boys hit the books and start doing the math, we're gonna get things done. We're gonna reshape this country. They're not gonna be able to come over and take us over like it's so fucking easy. They could probably conscript millions and millions of people. I don't think they would ever be able to take this country from us, because we would get so crafty. We would get so crafty as a people. Us Canadians, us Americans, whatever. I'm not American, I'm a Canadian, but same shit. We're crafty. We'll never not figure something out. We'll figure out something weird. You'll send over 6 million fucking Chinese, and then 3 million of them will disappear in one night. We'll come up with some fucked up shit, and we won't even have to use nukes, okay? It'll be like the Viet Cong times 20. You do not want white people to go Viet Cong. Okay, China, you need to step back. You need to relax. All right, you guys less. I'm not going to fight in Taiwan. So that's you guys. But you know what? You reap what you sow. And if you're sowing a bunch of conquest, that's not long term. That's not long term building. You're kind of just ripping up the ground for somebody else to come and plant something worthwhile. So that's what I have to say about that. Unless you guys really, really want to do the holistic living thing, I think we should chill out with the. I don't know. I think we should not become national socialists. I think we should hold off on the uprising. Maybe we need I don't know, a more moral leader. Like, I don't know. The elections are coming up. Maybe there'll be something to be said for us. Okay. But it's just a shame. I don't want to see Canada. I don't want to see anywhere become like a capitalist or go become socialist or become communist. It's just weird that, you get a capitalist society and it's going to produce all this cool shit. Like, because out of necessity, people want to become successful. They want to become famous. They want to become rich. So you got these people like the Wright brothers, who are a couple of nobodies, right? And they're going to create the world's first airplane before the guy who was working, I believe I think there was a dude with the U.S. military who was working in the government. They were competing with like some big rich guy and like a couple of boys just figured something out on paper because there was something on the line, because there was something in it for them. And it's just kind of dumb. Like, think about it. You get a nice country, you build up this beautiful system, okay, based on individuals being rewarded for what they put in, okay? And then you're going to sacrifice that to a bunch of whiny adults, and you're going to let them have all the fruits of labor, and you're going to kill the process for the next generation. That's like, if that shows that we just become rotten. That shows that we lost what makes us pure. We're no longer good. We're no longer fruitful. It's like we're a dying carcass. We're decaying. That's what that's a symbol of. And from that, we can't just let that happen. I mean, as a country, we're only 150 years old. Canada's a new country. Why the hell should we decay? Why the hell should we stop to exist? We should probably exist like the same with America. These are really new empires. A lot of people are saying, like, comparing America to Rome. America hasn't been around for a fraction of the time that Rome has been around for. I think this is a whole big bullshit. I think it's all bullshit. I think you're going to see us come out on top at the end of this. I don't think it's going to result in total fucking war. And if it does, I think it's still going to work out in our favor. I still can't. It's not even a matter of hope. It's just a matter of logic. Like the way that these BRIC nations, these countries that want to do the socialism, that want to do communism, the way that they treat people, it innately creates a not nice environment. It's not nice waiting in a bread line. It's not fun. You're waiting in a bread line, you could be doing other shit. You could be, making a fucking airplane. You could be designing a new software. You could be, building a business. But instead, you're going to work in a field because that's what you've been assigned. It's like these movies, like Divergent or Maze Runner or The Hunger Games. Like all these bullshit little setups, like how they're gonna run people and why people don't get to have their own decisions. And yeah, no, They can't genocide white people. Okay, you can't. All right, that'd be like genociding golden retrievers. Okay, we're too precious, we're too valuable, and I think that's one of the main things that's kind of changing right now, with the decay of our society, with the decay of our culture. Our values have become misaligned. I've said it before. The spending money on wanting to have all your money put into OnlyFans, wanting to spend your money on virtual currency that may or may not be worth anything, spending $1 million on a 200 square foot home. Okay, like these are just insane misnomerings of value. But yet most of these people are like working from home. The jobs are fake. They're working for these fake agencies where they're somehow operating off like some bullshit. We're in for a really big change. There's going to be sweeping changes and a complete reevaluating of values as a Western country. And we're going to rise from those ashes like a phoenix. Like a phoenix. It's not gonna be us laying down. There's gonna be 100% rise. I believe in a world not with 10 billion people, but a world with 100 billion motherfuckers. Let's load this shit up. Let's go colonize the moon. Like Elon Musk is launching a rocket tomorrow. You know, China's not doing that shit. Nobody in China is figuring out how to launch rockets. They're not trying to colonize Mars. Nobody else does that shit. That's all us. That's us. That's the fellas. You know what I mean? There's a lot to enjoy about, you know, and it's crazy to think about. As humans, you know, we're only gonna live for like 100 years max. You know, they're saying that the average life expectancy is gonna increase, but humans are going to live probably about, or as a human, we're only going to be here for a finite amount of time. And it's crazy to think that after we're gone, with this experience here now, it's just going to keep on going and keep on going. Like there's been so many people here before us, like thousands and thousands of years of civilization, doing crazy shit to each other, like making slaves build giant pyramids, or like the Great Wall of China, where there's like dead bodies inside the pyramids, like skeletons of the people who were building it, or like in Rome with the Colosseum, where they'd make people battle lions, or or the Genghis Khan, where they would launch corpses into small villages and like take them over, like the Mongolian horde and shit. Like people have been doing fucked up shit. It's gonna keep on keeping on, regardless. Like I think we haven't gotten our hands dirty in a little bit. I think we've gotten used to the comforts of you know. I've never had to fight off. I never had to defend my village. I've never had to defend my village from shit. I've pretty much been mad chilling since conception. I think it's about time that we defend the village. I think the Chinese need to come and test us. Like, man, I'm too fat for war. It's going to be really sad. I'm just going to run out of breath. I'm probably going to have a heart attack before I even get shot. But there's going to be an opportunity to prove ourselves, that's for certain. You know, you look at the Chinese yuan, 16 cents on the dollar. You know, who's to say that can't get bumped up? Next thing you know, Chinese yuan's worth 50 cents, 50 US cents. You know? But I don't think that means we want to have like a digital currency to replace our currency. I don't think that's the solution. We don't want people running our money like that. I think we should go back to gold. Have gold-based trade. You know, a lot of people, you know, gold's something tangible. It's finite. You can get it. You can put your hands on it. But also wood, also favors. You know, for all my Findoms out there, also favors. So I think it's going to be lovely to return back to an economy based on fuel, based on actual resources. That's not based on, you know, software, or based on fake like science, or being based on, you know, fake bullshit. We're going to have a real economy. It sounds horrible, actually. It sounds like a nightmare. We're going to be literally forced to do actual work. Like, I'm not excited for it. I'm not excited. Like, imagine me having to like cut down wood for my fire, get wood for my own fire. Like, I hope to God our economy doesn't collapse to that point. Yeah. But, you know, there's yeah. I will not litter. I will not make excuses. I will not be a violent extremist. What else can I say, folks? I feel like that's a show. I feel like it's going to be a short episode this week. I kind of just wanted to put something out. Didn't want to not do a little bit of the Just with Josh. And it's a Sunday evening. It's a late upload, but I wanted to put something out. You know, put out an episode. And maybe yeah, maybe just leave it with this. I'm planning on, if you made it this far in the show, maybe I can make you aware a little bit of my plans here. So I'm gonna be taking the Just with Josh to Toronto. We're gonna be leaving my hometown over here in the middle of bumfuck nowheres in St. John. My chapter seemingly has come to an end here, and I'm gonna be returning to Toronto. So if you're in Toronto and you're, I don't know, a citizen of Toronto, the odds of maybe somebody watching this, we can do some. And you want to come and see me do stand up or whatnot, I'll be there. That's the plan. I'm going to the big city. I'm going to get involved in the stand up game. I'm going to work my way up from the bottom. We're going to hone my skills, try and get better at making some better content here, try and increase the capacity at which I do my job. And yeah. But anyways, this has been a fun episode. I'm glad we could do this, and I hope everyone has a beautiful week. I hope the nukes don't fall. But you know what? I actually do hope the AI comes online, and I hope you've I hope you made it up. I hope you went and pledged some allegiance. I hope you showed some fealty, showed some humbleness, and maybe just went and spent some time with ChatGPT, because I think it's going to be around for a whole lot longer. Whatever that thing is, it's going to turn into whatever is the full-on omnipotent AI overlord. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching The Just with Josh. And that's a show. Peace out.